got my glasses. Well, they're actually not mine, but they're from my father's. They passed away. You know, he left us these lovely glasses. It's real glass. It's not plastic. It's lovely. So they're not very powerful or anything like that, but they help with these little tiny, this little tiny rhyme here. Now, thanks for calling. I hope you've had a good day. I've had a brilliant day. If you watched the video, the 3 videos, me day unfolded even better. But I didn't record it. I have some brilliant times. Some incredible things happen when I'm on my own. You wouldn't believe it. It's pointless telling you because I didn't record it and I didn't capture it. So, but some amazing things happen. So it's pointless even saying that really because, you know, it's just personal to me. I've had a really big download. Big download. My father. But I have like catalysts to set it off. My big mouth. I watch a lot of people out of love and concern. Not, don't say I'm stalking. I'm not. I was on this young lady's channel. I'll tell you the story. And I was having so much fun listening to her. And if you're watching, sweetheart, this is for you. As I'm watching, I see, like Tom and Jerry, you know, it's great fun. And she's talking away, she's oblivious as to what's going on behind her. Everybody was, until I pointed it out. I saw a cat. He suddenly comes from the door. First of all, I saw a mouse. I saw a mouse in the house. And then the cat followed. And it went somewhere, and then it came back. And the cat, this is where the video where she doesn't realise what's happened. And the cat comes this way and runs after it. And then it disappears, and this other cat comes. And then have a little bit chat. The 2 cats. Have you seen the mouse? No, I haven't seen it. Well, you keep looking, you know what I mean? So the other cat actually goes downstairs. He has a look down there, wherever it went. And anyway, they were having fun. They were really having fun, chasing it about. Now listen, I made a comment, and it might have upset you. Listen, did it upset you? I didn't make it upset you. It's common to all men. I was in a house once. It was so bad. You've got no idea the things I had to do to solve the problem. They were running riot, they were having fun. In the rafters, in the loft, everywhere. There was mice everywhere. So I got loft insulation, I stuffed it here and stuffed it there and stuffed it every fucking where. So they had nowhere to run. Big thick stuff. Seal it all. I warned them. First I says, get yourselves out now, because I'm going to block yous up. I'm going to block yous up everywhere. Now you've got a little chance. I'll give you a little bit of time to get out. And if you still persist in being in this house, you're going to get trapped. And so it happened. I trapped. Whatever was there is trapped to this very day. Squirting in all the cavities and insulation that expands as it squirted in. And it would have just killed them all. They're part of the structure now. Aye. I'll tell you another story. It's a little bit worse, this one. When I was a little baby, my mother and father, my mother, I know a little bit of the story. They had to find their own house. So they got this house. And it was on a very lonely place. Hardly any, it was, in fact, there was an ancient pub just over the road, and there was two houses isolated on their own. So they decided to take that. I'm a baby, and my father's out or something, and he comes back. And she says, I've put Joseph back in the cot. But tonight, she says, I heard some awful sounds. He says, I did as well. He says, I don't know what's going on here. So, anyway, they put us in the cot. And then puts all the lights out. And my mother says, can you hear that? Can you hear that? He says, I can, Marie. She says, go and check. He says, it'll be alright. She says, it won't be alright, there's something not right. So she gets up, and she puts the light on. And she comes over to the cot, and she screams. My dad says, what's wrong with you? She says, look out, Joseph. Oh, there's rats. She says, get me out of this house right now. I'm not stopping now, so 1 more minute. And it was the night time. So the story goes, they had a long way to go back to my dad's mother's. So they're going to have to live there. So off they go, me and the pram. Very cold, terrible time to get back. It was quite cold, winter time. They both get back, knock on the door, and they say to me, Nana, well, my mum says to me, Nana, this is me Nana Wiseman. She says, Mary, she says, I can't stop in that fucking house 1 more minute. She says, how Joseph was covered with rats. She says, please, she says, can we stop here? Can just until we get some place, please. She says, well, of course you can. So, something. There's a mouse in the house. This is a question. This is helpful for Jews, really. Listen to this. By Rabbi David Rosenfeld. So this is a rabbi. There's a question. And this is the question. I'm very uncomfortable. Our house is infested with mice. And I know the Torah says that mice are unclean. Does this mean I shouldn't be living in my house? Am I not allowed to eat food they come in contact with? And why does the Torah not like mice altogether? It's a good question, isn't it? So I wonder what this rabbi says about this. This is what he says. Actually, what you're writing is based on a common misconception. It is true that the Torah includes the mouse in its list of unclean animals. But before all, that is only when it is dead. And if you want to look it up, Leviticus 11, verse 29 to 32. Thus, beyond the inconvenience, there is nothing especially wicked or unclean about your house, because you have live mice running around in it and possibly touching your food. Furthermore, in spite of the forbidden term in the Torah uses, uncleanness utama, there is actually nothing wrong with a person becoming unclean. Tamaheh. Torah never forbids coming in contact with a dead body or animal. It only states that one who does so may not enter the temple or eat a sacrifice. And impure priests could likewise not eat their tithes. Yeah. Taramha. None of which are relevant today. This is what this rabbi says. But there is nothing wrong with becoming unclean person. And in fact, attending a funeral, helping prepare a body for burial, and the like, are considered wonderful acts of kindness. The one, excuse me, the one exception to this is a priest, the Kohen, who even today may not come in contact with a dead human